plaintiff, Rinaldi Hassel, dated the defendant, and he claims their relationship was like a roller coaster because she destroyed his clothes, hit him with her car, and stabbed him. Rinaldi's suing his ex today for tickets, impound fees, and emotional distress. Defendant Africa Simpson says Rinaldi is a cheater, and she admits that after she found text messages between him and another woman, she only damaged his clothes. Africa's countersuing for emotional distress due to an assault.
Start with you.
Well, Your Honor, I just want to say from me, since I've known Africa Simpson, it's been a roller coaster, Your Honor. She's taken me through all type of ups and downs. She's hit me with a car, she stabbed me, she's cut up some clothes of mine.
When did you all begin seeing each other?
Back in 2012.
And that quick?
August, yeah.
Yeah, she's cut you, ran you over?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why? She caught you cheating?
I mean, you know, she called.
You didn't put your hands on her, did you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, because you shouldn't get cut or run over for cheating.
Yeah, I mean.
But, you know.
He's lying.
Did you try to run?
That's what the car's for. She catches up with the car.
Oh, that's what the car was for.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a separate incident. She tried to drive away.
Yeah.
And you jumped in front of the car. No, seriously, you must be from one of the tougher cities. I don't want to name them. The ladies in Detroit get mad when I talk about my hometown, but they know they'll cut them in a minute. Detroit, Chicago, they starting to cut in Cleveland now, too.
Yeah.
Atlanta, they throw hot grits on you when you go to sleep. They just get you with them grits.
Yeah.
So which city?
Chicago.
Chicago? And quite frankly, I don't advocate violence, but it's hard for a woman to sit up there and take that whooping. I don't advise that either. If you can't get away and the man is whooping on you, I don't know what to tell you, but don't stay there and let him whoop on you. Maybe not go to the kitchen, but go to the living room and get that lamp. All right, we having fun about it, but there's nothing funny about what's happened with these women being abused physically by these big men who know these women can't defend themselves. So I hope that's not true. Yeah, you're countersuing for an assault, so we'll get to that. In the meantime, sir, you say she tried to cut you and run you over. What's your story about that?
Okay, well, Your Honor, how it happened with the stabbing is, I was sitting on the couch, I'm watching TV, and you know, she asked me for $1, literally $1, to get some cigarettes or whatever. And
Now I know you're lying. Cigarettes don't cost $1 anymore.
In the 1930s.
Yeah, she said, was this 1930?
Loose cigarettes.
What?
They sell loose cigarettes in Chicago.
Okay, one cigarette at a time.
Yeah,
Lucy.
50 cent loose square.
All right, got you.
You know,
all right.
So she asked me for $1, and I procrastinated on giving it to her. And when I did tell her, okay, hand me my pants over there, she grabbed the pants and threw them at me, whereas the belt buckle hit me in my mouth. And at that point, I kind of got it a little salty, and I told her to find her own $1.
Not true.
Instead of her leaving and, you know, getting her own $1 and getting her cigarettes, she wanted to provoke me, poke me all in my face, talk like I'm doing her wrong because I'm not giving her $1. She assaulted me to the point where I got up and tried to get away. I pushed her, and she had some scissors in her hand, and she sliced me. And I mean, immediately I'm leaking, and she run out the house, and you know, I had to get a friend to take me to the hospital. I got 9 stitches for that in my left arm, but
you didn't retaliate.
I didn't retaliate. I didn't press charges due to the fact that I care about her, and you know, I feel that she.
Even in that instance, you didn't grab her and start beating her with your fists.
I was leaking
once. You pushed her to get away.
As soon as I pushed her and she stabbed me and I seen the blood leaking, I was done with whatever I was doing, period.
What was the other incident?
The other instance is just she cut up some shoes. I don't really know why.
Did you bother to ask her?
Well, I assume it's from, her seeing what she's seeing probably
What'd
in
she
my
see?
phone.
All right, well, you
Text
do know.
message.
Don't act like you don't know. All right, now what else? What's the third one?
The third
Where she
one
ran you over, tried to run you over.
Yeah, it was a confrontation we was having in the vehicle while she was driving, and at a red light, I jumped out to avoid a confrontation with her, and instead of her just, riding along and going where she going, she wanted to hop the curve and hit me with the car, knock her mirror
All
off.
right. Well, if everything you're saying is true, my hat's off to you. You handled it correctly. If what you say is true. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Well, first of all, I want to say I always watch you, unlike him. I had you on one day. He told me to
That's
turn
why
the
you
TV.
cut him. Okay, I understand that. Go ahead.
Okay, as far as the dollar incident, he's lying. I asked him for $1 true to give me 2 loose squares. Cigarettes, I'm sorry. I did ask him. He said he didn't have it. So I said, you do have it. He pulled out a $5 bill and said, I don't have it. How the stabbing came about, I had got a call from a friend. She wanted me to clip her ends, her hair, clip her ends. That's how the scissors got into play. When I threw the pants at
She
him,
was on the way?
no, I was going to her. The scissors were on the couch. When
You usually keep them there?
I went and got them first. And in the process of me leaving, I asked them for the
No,
dollar.
you weren't leaving. You sat on the couch.
No, I said the scissors were on the couch.
Why?
Because as I'm leaving, I set the scissors like just holding them on my hand, but I asked him for the dollar. And he said
hold
no.
on. You were holding them on your hand because
saying-
you were on the way out.
Right, I was
Okay,
leaving.
so that means you were like that. Your posture.
No. Okay.
Isn't
let me calm
the
down.
couch lower than you?
Yeah,
All right. So you had to reach with the scissors.
the back of the couch. Okay, let me say this.
Now it's the back of the couch. That quick? Yeah, she cut you, ran you over.
That's your honor.
Why? She caught you cheating?
I mean, she called.
Defendant Africa Simpson is being sued by her ex-boyfriend, who claims Africa destroyed his clothes, hit him with her car, and stabbed him.
Why did you cut him, period? Let's get to
right.
that.
Okay. When I tossed the pants at him, the belt buckle accidentally hit him, which gave him a reason not to give me the dollar. So he raised up at me and charging me. He was about to charge me. So I put my hands up. He kind of nicked me, but it wasn't.
Had he ever assaulted you before?
Just not physically.
Right, that's what I'm referring to. That's
Not
what we're
physically.
talking about today. All right, now what about cutting up his clothes or his gym suit? Were these the same scissors?
No. No.
I hope your clients aren't watching today. You see, you
No.
go to cutting on their hair. They're the same ones you use on them gym shoes. You got blood
No.
on them. Go ahead.
I found pictures in his phone. I found text messages. He telling some girl what he gonna do with her cuckoo, what he can make her cuckoo do. So I'm like, oh, okay, really? So I just happened to see the shoes and the clothes, and I was like, he wasn't there. I'm like, okay. And
All right. Tell me about running him over with the car or attempting to hit him.
I didn't try to do that.
That was another coincidence.
No, he was walking in front. He was walking across my car.
And you just happened to
my-
keep going.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is just happening
I feel
with
like
you.
I had a
The scissors
reason.
just happened to be there. You just happened to see his clothes. They just happened to be laying out. Now, he just happened to be walking when you hit him. Let's get to the tickets, the impound fees, and emotional distress you're suing her for.
Well, Your Honor, I had went away for about 6 months, and
Where?
Watch that, on vacation?
on vacation.
Hawaii or
California,
Cancun?
California.
California?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, I went away for 6 months, actually.
It wasn't for assaulting a woman, though, right?
No. I went away and...
That's not what he went to jail for, is it, ma'am? Ma'am,
Yes,
did he go to
sir.
jail for?
Well, Your Honor, I
Is
don't...
that one involving you?
No, sir.
Well, you want me to
Another
get to
one?
that? Let me get to that. Your Honor, when I met her...
No, I want to hear about this, what you went to prison for.
Okay. I went to prison
Because we are talking now about assault, so it is relevant.
I went to prison for my son's mother lying, saying that I put a knife to her head.
Everybody lying on you.
Where I didn't do this, period, point blank, never.
So you were gone for 6 months, and what happened? You left her with your car?
I left her with 2 vehicles, actually, of mine, and one of them in particular, she gave to her daughter without my consent, with good intentions to drive, get her back and forth to work. Instead of her, getting the city stickers and stuff that she needed to, legitimize the car, she didn't, and continuously got tickets on it and got the car.
The defendant, she was supposed to have plates or stickers placed on there while you were gone?
Right.
She was?
Well, if she was gonna get a car away and they was gonna drive it,
you didn't expect her to drive it at all, her?
She has her own car. She had 3 cars.
So the answer is no, you didn't expect her to drive it?
Not at all.
Okay, good enough.
Actually, upon me being, I told her several times to park it, take it from her daughter and park the car several times.
Okay.
But and actually she told me out her mouth that instead of her daughter buying the city sticker, because the city sticker was legit to June of 2012.
They knew that, whoever the driver was.
They knew that.
They could see.
Exactly.
All right. The impound, how was it impounded?
They booted it. And disposed it.
Okay, and how much did you have to pay?
It was 15, like a payment plan. Actually, was like $1,500 down payment plan.
You're asking for $3,800, $3,883.
Yeah, well, $1,903 for the parking tickets, then the impoundment $980, and then $1,000 for the pay.
Emotional distress, ma'am.
Well, when he got locked up for the situation with his ex-girlfriend, as far as the car, when he got locked up, I was forced to keep his possessions. I asked him, did he want me to take his car, everything he had, to his sister? He told me no, he didn't want his sister to have it. Now, when my daughter got the car, I told him,
When you gave it to her?
Well, okay, yes, when I gave it to her. I asked him, before I gave it to her, I did ask him. And he was like, okay, as long as she take care of it, which means she did the oil changes and the brakes or whatever.
Didn't need a sticker?
Not at the time, no.
Okay.
No, it didn't.
But at some point it did?
At some point it did.
And she kept driving?
They were parking tickets. She was driving it, but when the tickets occurred, the car were parked.
And he told you could allow your daughter to drive?
Yes.
So that's the difference we have here. He claims he didn't allow your daughter to drive, and you say he did. Were any of the tickets accumulated while the sticker was illegal?
Yes, sir. But at the time, the car was parked by my house.
But illegal?
Yeah.
And she had been driving it?
But no, listen.
You listen.
I'm sorry.
Has she ever driven the car?
Yes, she had.
All right, while the stickers were invalid?
Yes.
Well, I was negligent, and it was negligent for you to know and not correct it. Everything is just happening
I feel like I had a
the
reason.
scissors just happened to be there. You just happened to see his clothes. They just happened to be laying out. Now, he just happened to be walking when you hit him.
Defendant Africa Simpson is being sued by her ex-boyfriend, who claims Africa destroyed his clothes, hit him with her car, and stabbed him.
Your counterclaim for assault, how does he owe you? All right, you're not sure.
No, sir.
$3,883. Yours dismissed.
How you doing?
You a hoe. He got what he wanted. I hope he happy now.
I mean, I'm glad that I won my case, and I still care for Afro. I hope one day.
Boy, bye. I don't want to hear it. I'm good. Don't.
Well, I hope one day
Just
we
don't
be
touch.
able
Come
to
on now, stop it.
be
don't
very
say nothing
close
to me.
and
Leave it alone. I'm
work
gone.
things out.